Hello and welcome back to this new video on the Mechanists server. Today we are working on our new nether perimeter that we are building for the gold and bartering farm in 1.16. And as you can see, we already cleared a lot of space here. It's 350 by 750 blocks. And yeah, we already bombed out everything and placed the floor here. There are only a few minor mistakes that we will need to fix later. And in the overworld, because the gold farm will be multi-dimensional. In the overworld we are also making a perimeter. We world ate the middle here and it's a round perimeter, so we need to dig the 4 parts on each side. One is already finished, people have made a lot of progress here. But the actual interesting part is in the nether. Because in the nether we want to remove a lot of bedrock, so the gold farm will be in a complete void perimeter. So when we fly up here, above the bedrock ceiling, you can already see there's a lot of stuff happening. But the interesting part is on this side. Here you can already see it. That's a 3-way bedrock remover that Desktop Folder, a member of the Mechanists server, designed. And we already test ran it here for one slice. We built it up 2 days ago and ran it for one slice to test run it. But the machine unfortunately uses pistons, because it's not possible after 1.13 to break bedrock without using our pistons. So we need to place a whole bunch of pistons, one for each bedrock we want to break. And we also need to place slabs on top of these pistons later. But for now we build a floor placer here that makes it possible to place all the pistons completely AFK. So on this end that I'm flying to, there's a AFK player that places pistons all the time. And the pistons get moved over line by line. And once a full line of pistons is finished, the whole machine moves over with the player and then it places the next line. And once we finished all the pistons, we will start building, or actually we will build the second floor placer for the slabs before that one is even finished. But we want to reuse the ice line here for the items that the player needs to get. And for that we need to wait until the piston one is finished, and then we can start the slab one that we will build in a few hours probably. And once we place all the pistons and all the slabs, we can run the bedrock remover, which will take about 250 hours for the first area. So the first layer of bedrock that we remove needs to be larger than the perimeter. It will be 1033 by 470 blocks roughly. So that will take the machine about 250 hours. And then we can move to the next layer, which still is bigger than the perimeter. So we end up with the last layer that we remove being the exact same size as the perimeter. Here we are a few days later. We already built the floor placer for the slabs. As you can see here, it's running and it already placed quite a few slabs. We had minor issues with the machine here, so we will need to place that part by hand. But other than that, we also crafted a lot of pistons. The piston floor placer also made huge progress. There's a lot done. It's more than half done, and yeah, we currently have some redstone problems, so the witch farms are running all the time, but they're not quite as fast as the floor placers. So they kinda need to take breaks in between so we can get new pistons. Yeah, so a month has passed. The first layer is still not finished, but we still made a lot of progress. So a lot of people have been asking for Mechanist episodes again. I initially wanted to finish this project first, But since it takes so long and people have been asking for it, I'll just post a progress update instead. Yeah, it has been taking very long. We also had some issues with the duper of the bedrock breaker. Desktop has been working on that a lot. And yeah, at the moment it's running again. It's currently returning, I think. Or is it even breaking? Yeah, it's currently returning back to the station. I will show you how it breaks bedrock in a bit, but underneath the bedrock we already made a lot of progress. So we manually removed a little bit more than a chunk here of bedrock completely. And down there even the farm is already built up. It's kind of a boring farm, to be honest, but it will be incredibly fast and definitely one of the best we could make. It's update suppressed portals on top of obsidian. So this is already completely finished and built up. And in the overworld, a lot of stuff also happened. We completely finished digging the perimeter and the floor is already decorated. So I really love the way this looks. With the pattern, the ward blocks there. I think that black stuff is coal blocks. Yeah, also some red nether bricks. I really love the way this looks. We'll also decorate the walls, which will be kind of annoying to build, but it's definitely worth it. And we also have a really nice looking decoration planned for the nether side of the perimeter. So at the moment there are still all the netherrack walls with the lava and everything, but we will completely decorate everything. Also the floor will be changed out to something else that will really look insane. I love the way the design and creative looks, but I won't spoil it yet. And the bedrock breaker already started again. No, it's still returning, never mind. As now it's stocking and it will return in a little bit. Yeah, now the duper got launched. That will create the headless pistons. Oh, let me make this. Oops. Wrong button. And now the bedrock breaker is actually running. The duper in front is creating headless pistons. Let's look at this in spectator. All these pistons with slabs in the middle turn into headless pistons here. So the machine in the back can use those to break the bedrock. This really looks awesome. It's one of the best things I've ever looked at, to be honest. Just love the way the bedrock just vanishes. Yeah, I'll also link Desktop's showcase video of this machine in the description. Oops. Yeah, meanwhile we are also in 1.16, by the way, so we updated to 1.16.2 about a week ago, I think. And yeah, this will also make gathering the pistons easier, actually, since there's been a really nice raid farm release that will be faster than any quad-witch farm by CSS. So that will make this whole project way easier. And yeah, I guess I'll see you in the next episode, which I will very likely upload once this whole project is finished. So thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye bye!